based on personal request. Here's a beat I've been working on recently. First off, you need to know what you want. All right. Now, because I can play little on the piano, on the keyboard, I just play this one. Let me just share with you. So I'm using this plugin. All right. As you can see, it is on track 3, but because the volume is very low, so I'm just going to go to the mixer, and then of course I know that you're aware of this, just to so that you can hear what I'm playing, right? We're going to create another pattern. Remember, we're on 100 BPM. Pretty just easy like that. Let's take a listen. So now this is on C, on key C. All right, I'm playing on C major. Okay. All right. So okay, I think I'm satisfied with that. This thing is really hitting up my space. All right, my CPU. I'm going to mute this one. All right, but then you get the concept. All right, it's not going to be too loud, but then I'm sure you get the concept. So let's try and record this now. Because I've already created something here, I'm just gonna, now let's go. I'm sure you know that. And that's it. All right, so now let's take a listen to what we've created. So we're just going to go inside, and then I'm sure you already know how to do all this, right? Now this one, I'm going to delete this one because I've already created the same thing here. Like this one now, that's what I did here, right? Let me just play this one so you can take a listen. And for this one, I'm using a jazz guitar. So I'm going to mute this one. The reason why I'm muting all this one is because of my CPU, all right? All these plugins, they are very heavy, okay? Sometimes they heat up a lot of space, So I'm going to mute this one now. Let's take a listen. You see now? So I just duplicate it. I hope you get the concept. Adjust it a little bit. As you can see, it's a bit offset. It's not on the grid, okay? If you can look at this. So I'm going to move this one. You see, now you know how I create this chord. So I'm going to delete this one. Actually, I don't really need it, but I just want to share with you. But sometimes the thing can just come to me, and then, just being creative, I'll just play it because I can play little on the piano, all right, on the keyboard. So literally does that. And then as you can see, I just duplicate it like that. And then we already have something cool going on right there. Now, because of my CPU, this thing is eating up a lot of space. So what I'm going to do now is to consolidate this one. Now, before I consolidate it, remember, we're on this one, jazz, that's on track 2. Then you want to go to track 2 on the through, and then we're going to, enable this one so that we can have it solid right there. Now, let's take a listen. It's more pronounced. So for this one now, I'm going to convert this to an audio. So what I did is just to highlight all of this one. Okay, I hope you get the concept. And then I'm going to consolidate it all. I'm going to export it. Okay, so of course, I'm sure you know how to do that. You just export it. So if you export it now, you're going to have this one. All right. So literally, I can now mute this one. I know you already know how to do that. That's why we just proceed. Okay. So now we have this. And remember to send it to track 2. Remember, the idea of this class is not really about the mixing, but about the progression. Okay. So, but then I also had a little touch of mixing to it so that we can hear the loudness. All right. Now, to even make it more interesting, so what I did next is to make this like an atmospheric texture, all right, so that we can have something like this. All right, pretty simple. So here's what I did. All right, this one now. So I'm going to duplicate this one, as you can see it. All right, and then you want to double click on it. Okay, you're going to press Ctrl E on the keyboard to open Edison, and then Ctrl B to blur it. All right, then you want to take the amount all the way up, and then you click accept. Now you're going to have this. Then you can now come here and drag and drop to your playlist. Okay, so we can now close all this one, and now you're going to, this is it right now. So now let's take a listen. All right, so I'm going to delete this one. Yep, let's delete this one. We already have it here, and this is it. Of course, you know all this one. I just duplicated. I hope you're aware of that I just duplicate it now. All right, so literally we just duplicate it. Ctrl B on the keyboard to duplicate it. Then another thing we're going to add to this to even make it more better is to create a deep house effect. Then I'm gonna, just come here and make it unique. Okay, all right, gonna double click on it, and then Ctrl E on the keyboard. All right, then you're going to right click on this one, so it's going to bring this one, let's just say resample it to maybe like 100 thereabout, or 1000, or whatever value that works for you. I'm going to say resample it and accept this. Then I cannot bring it out again, as you can see it. So if I come here right now, all right, so we're adding more depth to our melody, right? So let's take a listen to what we got. You see that? So I'm going to delete this one. Literally, I've already done that here. I was already creating these beats before now, but then I just thought to share it with you so that you can know how, everything works. All right. So now we're going to take a listen, and this on track 2 in the mixer. Let me just take this one aside so that we can view it properly. Let's detach this one so that we can see what we are doing in real time. Then this one. So now let's take a listen. Okay, I don't really want to go deep into this one. All right, so I'm going to mute this one. I don't need it in this video, but there are a lot of things I apply right there. All right, and I actually applied effect to get that. Let me even show you how I did this one. Okay, because we don't really need it in this video, I'm going to mute it. All right, so let's just proceed. So now we already have something like this. Something like that. All right. And then you can see the velocity, I reduce it a little bit. So literally that's what I did in that aspect. Let's take a listen now. Before you know it, you're already doing something interesting. Let me reduce the volume here. See that? And you want to make sure you increase the velocity. All right. So let's take a listen now. Pretty simple. So literally that's the idea, okay? Okay, awesome. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to disable some of these. We're going to enable them later. Proceed. So this is how I create my progression. We're going to go to note and automation. Let's go. something like that, and we already have something like this going on there. Let's go. So here's what we have now. So I'm just going to press Ctrl Q on the keyboard just to make it align to the grid. All right. You know, before Ctrl Q, it will align it to the grid. Okay, let's on this one. So the thing is working pretty hard. All right, I hope you know that. Let me just cut this one. Okay, let's play this one too. Okay, let's go back. I just reduced the volume so that we can hear it. All right, so let's take this one up now. Just join this one up. Let's go. I'm going to take this one up again. I hope you get the concept now. Okay, it's too fast. So this one is too fast, so we can just shift it up like that. Okay, like this one now. Shift it. Like this one now. You get. Okay, let's take a listen. You get. So literally that's how we go about it. All right. So you want to know how to play. And then if you don't really know how to play on the keyboard, all right, you can easily click it. As you can see it, I'm playing on C major. Then you just click. All right. You just click. If you know how to play on the piano, all this will be very easy for you. Okay. So if your chord progression is intact, every other element, every other thing will be addition. Okay. Because the more you do it, the more you get creative with it. So now, we can also add like a guitar now. So when I got this sample from Splice, this is how it sounds. So this is how this thing sounds. And as you can see, they said this is on C sharp major, but sometimes it's not like that because you just have to listen to the loop that you want to use, any guitar loop. You listen to it, then you now find the key yourself. Because sometimes these people can be wrong and sometimes they can be right. Okay, like this one now. So it's different from this guy. It's not the same key. Okay, so for us to put it on the same key, we need to first of all look for the key of this one. We have to look for the key together. So first off, I'm on this guy. I have to listen to. So now this one is on F sharp and you can see they put C sharp. You understand, right? So that's how I will listen to it. I will not get the key. I've gotten the key of this one now is F sharp. So we now say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So how do you transpose? So if the key is here, All right, that's the key. So that's 1, 2, 3. I don't know if you can see my finger. You just move an octave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because I want to put it on C. Because I'm playing on C. All right, our progression right here is C. So, and this loop is on F sharp. Okay, so we're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to double click now, and then this guy, we're going to pitch it. We're going to pitch it down like 100 cents is 1. All right, when you move a semitone, that's 100 cents. So if you move another 200 cents, that's a whole note. Okay, so we're going to move like 600 times. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like I said before, I don't know if you get it. Now we're on the same key now. Let's take a listen now. So we're going to have it like this. So that's the key now. So now let's take a listen together. Okay, I need to bring this one so that you can hear it. This one is very low because I lowered the volume, right? So let's take it back. We're on the same key now. That's how I switch any loop of my choice. This is how I pick a loop. I listen to the loop. I find the key and I pitch it either up or down so that I'm on the right key. So now we have this one together. So we're already having something pretty cool right there. Let's take it up. So together we have this guy. Let me mute this one. We have this one. I think I share with you. I think I've shared with you how I did this one. So I'm going to delete this one because it's the same thing with this guy. So we have this one. You will balance the level and the volume while mixing it, but I hope you get the concept, right? So while mixing it, we can balance the level and volume. It's still the same thing we have here. So now that we have this, let's add it to this guy. So let's go now. I'm going to reduce the volume so that we can hear some of them. Don't worry. After everything, we're going to balance the volume so that you can hear, because like this piano now is very low. When I mix it, everything will come up, will come to life. So that's it. Okay, now to make the progression, to make the process very fast, I had a loop. All right. Beginning, we have this. Now let's take a listen to the beginning. I had something like this. Just a loop. I also had this one. So if I had all of this one together now, let's take a listen now. Now we're already having a groove going on right there. It makes our workflow very fast and efficient. All right. Okay, let's go. All right, I just use this one to transcend to this one. All right, just for, and this one too. All right, just to fill in that space. Okay, so that we can move to the main stuff. All right, so let's take a listen now. Okay, this is what I'm going to do for this one now. It's very low. I'm going to export this one so that we can delete the plugin. I hope you get the concept. So this is how I want to go about it, one after the other. And as the idea comes, I had it, you know. Now I import it now. We should have this one. So now together. So I'm just going to open all of them so we can take a listen. So let me just adjust the volume so that we can take a listen properly. Now let's go. We're going to reduce the volume. So we can hear it very well. So this one, we're going to take it back to track 3. What track is this? Track 3, remember? And then we're going to mute this one. You can even delete itself. Perfect. So now we begin to add some other elements to make it even better. Okay, so we can go ahead and add some fill and some roll. To the next one. Stay creative.